Hey guys. Well, tonight I have the ring light, okay? And I want to thank you all for one, not chewing my ass about the last video because you could have and would have been rightly legitimate. And you didn't. And it just shows just how nice you all are. So thank you for that, okay? But tonight I got the ring light, okay? Because I learned from my mistakes, more or less. Now, I had told you I would show you the house, but, my daughter took a new job, and she's really excited about it. But the hours are different, which means it's hard for us to juggle our schedules so they can come and visit. And this was the last week before the new job started that they could come. So quite frankly, I'm not going to say the house is a mess, but I'm like, it can wait until my day's off, okay? So yeah, it's not quite ready for me to show you, but I really like it. She loved it, and I think you'll like it too. I finally got 3 days off. Overtime is over at our facility, and I ain't gonna lie to you. I mean, if she hadn't been, taking this new job, I had told them to stay home because I really wanted to have my 3 days to myself finally. But yeah, I'm a mom and a grandmom, and anyway, so this video is going to be about Amazon again, because it seems that you all really like some of the tips, and some commenters made some comments about things that I thought I needed to get some more or less expert information about before I just leave that information on my channel, and that would be from leadership at Amazon. So I did ask them a few questions, and I got some answers. Also, there's some things changing at my facility. I don't know about yours, and maybe I'll throw in a couple more tips if that I think would be helpful. So let's get on with this. Okay, the first thing I want to talk about is that a commenter left remarks on the channel in the comment section, and this is for people who actually work at Amazon, so probably only you all will understand what I'm talking about. They had said that you could actually scan because I had mentioned about 35 minutes scan and scan. Second break is 35 minutes scan and scan. Whatever time you made your last scan, or in my opinion, your last completed process, which we all call a scan, then you have exactly 35 minutes before you have to be back at your station making another scan. Now, this commenter said that you could actually make a scan, and when I say make a scan, I mean scan a product, a box or something like that, and then you could actually walk to the bathroom, do your thing, come back, and the last part of the scan is to scan the spiel or the sticker that goes on the box or the product before you put it on the conveyor. And she had said it would not be considered time off task. Well, that didn't make sense to me, and I actually consulted my PA, and that is not how it works. So if you work for Amazon, do not do that. A 35-minute scan to scan means a full scan. That means you scan the product and then you scan the spool. That is a full scan. So I actually had to take that comment off the channel. Now, I don't know why Amazon allows me to keep my channel, or why they haven't fired me. But if they ever do in the future, it won't be because I lied about stuff, or I misrepresented stuff, or I allow people to bash them on my channel. It will just be because they've decided, okay, we've had enough of you, but not for those reasons. And so for reasons like that, I cannot allow bad information on this channel, and especially bad information that could get a fellow Amazonian in trouble. So I hope that you all understand that. But that is how I'm going to do this, because any tips I give you are things that I found that work. They aren't illegal. They aren't, Amazon does not, as far as I can see, have a problem with them. And they're designed to kind of help you get through some hurdles. So, and that's where I want to keep this. And on rare occasions when I have a legitimate beef and the legitimate Amazon has, for whatever reasons, go, okay, you know, she kind of had a point. We're going to let that one slide. Okay, as long as I kind of have a point, then I think I'm fine. When I just start telling lies or propaganda, then I don't think I'm going to be fine. So if I'm not going to do that to myself, I sure as hell am not going to let some commenter put some crap on the channel. So there we are about that. Now you know. A full scan is scan the product and the spiel. Don't think you can have time in between and think it's not time off task, because everything is time off task. Do I have a few more tips? I think I do, but I also have some information that I thought was really nice. Like the one of the operations managers at my facility started taking classes in Spanish, because we have a large Spanish Amazonian presence at my facility. And some of them felt like, other than asking each other questions, they really couldn't, you know, ask leadership a question because they didn't speak the language. So he took it upon himself to learn some basic Spanish. Now, for a lot of people, that may not seem like a lot, but I just thought that that was really nice. And it shows that there are people at Amazon who really care. Now, I've also noticed that there have been some promotions from Spanish-speaking people into leadership. You know, there probably should have been. And as far as I can see, they're proficient, they know their job, and so it's not like they just put somebody in it because they can speak English or Spanish. They actually know their job. So I'm okay with that. Also, I found out a couple of months ago, and it blew my mind, that our computers in the packing department, and maybe other places in our facility too, but I only know about the packing department, you can choose your language. So while I choose English, you can choose Spanish, you can choose French, and I think there was another one that I don't know about because I don't know anybody who speaks that language, maybe Italian. But I just thought it was great that you could choose the language in which the computer conversated with you. You know what? This is a world where there are different personalities, different nationalities, and we all live here together. Why not? I just thought that was really, really good. Now, the other day, I'm not going to say I had a meltdown, but the other day, I spoke some truths at work. And so on my way home from work, I'm thinking, oh, I'm going to get fired. But, you know, it needed to be said. So the next day, I came to work, and a PA came over to me because I got moved 4 friggin' times the day before. Okay? 4 times. Do you know how frustrating that is? Do you know how much that sets you behind as far as this rate they want you to have? And if you work at Amazon, you know exactly what I mean. And I spoke my mind. So the next day, I came to work, and I'm thinking, and I apologized to each member of my leadership. Now, I didn't get negative, I didn't get cranky, I didn't get ghetto, but I did say some things that were truth. And I'm thinking, maybe I should have brought them flowers. But the point is, I spoke the truth. But sometimes when you speak truth, people don't like that. And I'm thinking, oh, girl, you're going to get fired. And you got the YouTube channel. Oh, my God, they're going to fire your ass. So I get to work the next day. And I did apologize for, not for what I said, because I spoke the truth. But I said it quite a few times to quite a few different people, okay? So I get to work, and I get to my regular station, which is where I'm usually am. Although that particular day was crazy, we only had 15 packers. 15 packers. We have got a manpower problem, okay? So I get to work, and I'm stationed at my regular place, and about 20 minutes into my shift start, a PA comes over, and he goes, okay, Sheila, I know what happened yesterday, and we're trying to work on it, but we're going to shut your line down, and we're going to have to move you. But I promise you, where we move you to, we won't move you away from all day. We have made sure you have at least some boxes to start with. There's tape in the machine, there's water in the machine, there's a fuel. Okay? And I'm like, okay. Now I'm scared, okay? So I get to the station, and there's enough for me to pack for about a half an hour. Everything was there. The first time I needed paper for a 1HB, y'all know what I'm talking about, damn dunnage machine ran out of paper. And I thought, you know what, I ain't even gonna say nothing, because they came over and took care of all the things that we as packers have to do every time we go to a station. It's a friggin' lot, okay? And they missed the dunnage machine. How can you ask us to pack 80 boxes an hour when we have all this crap that we have to be responsible for, when I thought our job was to pack boxes? It took a good 10 minutes for me to steal a dunnage machine from a station that nobody was at. Now, typically, you're supposed to take your empty dunnage thingy to the place where they keep the dunnage, which is 4 lanes down, okay? 4 lines down, fill it and bring it back. That is a 20-minute process. You know what? I got a rate I'm trying to stick to too. No, I'm not going to spend 20 minutes doing it. So I stole it from the closest station I could find that nobody was at. Only took 10 minutes. But that is the problem. We are responsible for so much. How can you still expect us to make top rate? It's not that nobody wants to make rate, but just like yesterday, when the last station I went to, it was so bad that I hit the red button. And if you work at Amazon, you know what I'm talking about. Beep, 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 beep. Hoping a PA would hear it and come, because I never used the Help Me app. I'm not really computer literate. First of all, there was no boxes in this station. Somebody put a new spiel on and didn't take the old one off the bottom, so they're hitting each other. There is no water in the taper and no tape, okay? 2 of the dividers for the boxes on the bottom shelf are missing, and crap's just piled in there side by side. I wanted somebody to see this. Now, one of my commenters said, the squeaky wheel gets the attention. I complained. And sir, you were right, because my complaints were valid. And like I told the operations manager, who was the one who went to get the divider so we could set everything up correctly, he goes, it's not a complaint if it's a real valid problem, Sheila. So no, I'm not mad. And he goes, we're trying to work all this out. So my suggestion to Amazon, oh, and also I said, I actually fell in love with Amazon when I first came here. And I still love Amazon. I just don't like it so much right now. And I said, I think you love Amazon. But right now, things have just gotten crazy. I said, I know the pandemic has put everything, it's just a place it never thought to be. But there comes a point where you got to brush that shit off and get back to business. And so my suggestion to him was, shut this bitch down for a week. Let's clean the place. Let's fix all the equipment. Let's bring everybody in small groups and retrain everybody, as well as bring in more new people. And then let's open it up and let's start fresh. We still got to wear masks, but let's everybody be on the same page. And that was my suggestion. What will happen? I don't know. But I like the fact that they realize things are crazy. And I hope they figure it out soon. Because I don't want to leave Amazon. And like I said to my operations manager, every last one of these people here, the 15 of us who are here, want to be here. But we don't want to live here. And we don't want it to be like this. So yeah, hire some more people so we don't have mandatory overtime. And then let's get things back to the way they were when I first fell in love. Because I'd like to be able to enjoy coming to work every day. I'm still going to leave an hour early because that's who I am. But I want to really like it here for the 8 or 9 hours I am here. Let's see. What's the tip? As I told one of my coworkers, stop stressing. Because people stress. Nobody smiles, nobody laughs, not even the leadership. Because things are just so... Stop stressing. Okay? Stop stressing. Do the best you can. And quit thinking about that rate thing, because it's not even realistic. Okay? Just do the best you can and learn your job so that when the rate and the quality control comes back, you can do it without a second thought. Don't just put shit in a box and put it down the lane because you can pack a 90. That's what got us in trouble. Learn your job, do it well, and 70 is a reasonable rate for that. Okay, guys. I'm sorry. I hope I haven't offended anybody, but that's just how I feel. So I'll see you in the next video. And June, Prime. That's all I'm going to say. Talk to you later. Thanks for watching.